voyage to a better place, set sail with all our might. The sun casts a shadow, the moon lights the way. Onward to a new horizon. This is a better day.
Welcome to New Horizons, Living Life to the Fullest. I'm Tom Rasmussen.
And I'm Lori Shard.
And today we're going to do the world famous Manitou Springs incline. And you can see it goes way up there. But we thought before we get started on this, we better get in shape. So we went to Orange Theory Fitness to help us with our fitness to get to the top. So you ready to go do this?
Ready.
Let's do it. Part of healthy is also keep it in shape, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is.
So I see you're wearing a nice shirt there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to introduce you to what this is all about. So let's go work out with Orange Theory. What do you say?
Looking forward to it.
Let's
yep.
go.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lori.
Lori, I'm Eric. Nice to meet you.
I'm Tom.
Tom, good to meet you again, Tom.
Nice. Well, I want to introduce Lori to your fantastic workout.
Awesome. Well, Lori, we're glad to have you. You're going to have a great workout here. And what we're going to do is we're going to spend a little bit of time getting to know you first, get to know if there's any limitations, any injuries, what your goals are. And then from there, we're able to tailor that workout for you and make sure you get the best experience you can.
That sounds great.
Yes.
You know, our show is all about what we call the second halfers, living life to the fullest. So, you know, people wonder, gee, working out is for younger people. But we see a lot of older people here too, the second halfers. What can they get out of a workout with Orange Theory?
A lot. That's a very important thing for anybody of any age, but especially as we age, a few things begin to happen to our body. Number one, our bone density begins to diminish, especially women. And we know that when we put on muscle mass, that helps to bring that bone density back. Also, too, over time, especially if we have sedentary jobs, you're sitting down at a desk all day or at home or what have you, cardiovascular endurance, cardiovascular health begins to dip. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America still. And we know cardiovascular exercise is going to help to bring that heart health right back up to speed. So there's so many benefits for both, actually for anybody of any age really, including second halfers. Yes.
So talking about the difference of Orange Theory, just the monitor versus just going to some gym and saying, I can just get a membership and work out there.
Yeah.
Talk about the relationship to the heart monitor and how that relates to understanding the maximum of getting out of that workout.
Yeah. So we like to tell people here that we don't just throw stuff against the wall to see if it sticks. Everything that we do is scientifically backed. And so we know that you're going to have a different maximum heart rate than Tom will. And so when you're linked up to that heart rate monitor, we get to see real time exactly where you're at on that spectrum. So I'm never going to ask you to keep up with Tom. I'm going to ask you to challenge your heart personally based on what we're seeing on that board. Also, we know that if we cycle you back and forth between what we call aerobic and anaerobic zones, represented by green and orange, you'll see that on the screen here as you get into your workout, that we're going to elicit in your body some great cardiovascular endurance response and fat burning response. So again, there's science behind it all, and we're never left to wonder, well, are you in that zone? Because we see it real time as a coach, and we're able to say, hey, let's pick it up, or let's bring it back down.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Have a great class.
Okay.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Nervous?
Yes.
Well, don't be nervous. I know it's normal to feel a little nervous, but we're going to take you through the whole process. I'll be right there coaching you through the whole thing, so should be good. our visual aid, so if you ever get lost on what's going on, you just take a look up at the screen. Shows you exactly the exercise you're doing, as well as how many repetitions you do. So that'll be there to help keep you on track.
Wow, that was a wonderful workout.
Awesome
Thank you
work.
so much.
You did amazing. You pushed yourself, and that's all we can ask. And you made it through. You're still smiling, and
You're right.
can't wait to have you back and just improve on what we've done today.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming back.
Awesome.
Well, to kind of show the results and the benefits of an Orange Theory workout, I'm with John here, and John's just recently had a situation where he's going to explain how Orange Theory got him back on his feet. So John, could you give us that story?
Sure. Last August, I'd been here about 9 months working out at Orange Theory, and I felt great. I keep telling everybody 60's the new 40,
Right.
because I was 60. And one night my legs were starting to hurt, and I thought I had shin splints. And I went to the head trainer, Kelly, and he gave me some stretches, and that didn't do much. And then my legs started swelling. So for like a week, my legs were too dang big. So I went to the doctor, and he told me that I had to have open heart surgery after a bunch of tests. And I had a congenital heart defect. So in September, we replaced my aortic valve, and I was off of this for 2 months and came back and slowly worked back up to full steam. And it's made a quick recovery, and I feel
Excellent.
great.
So you probably recommend this to anybody that's looking for a good workout to get in shape, stay healthy, and
You bet.
keep it real, I guess.
Yep.
Excellent.
The bunch of trainers, they all have every night's a different class, different workouts. You're not using the same muscles, and they keep it fun.
And that's a good point, because you don't get bored, ever.
Right, exactly.
Every time it's a different workout, no matter what it's going to be. So
Yeah.
that's why I enjoy about it too, is that you never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Can we stop?
Well, we could, but you know, if we stopped, we'd have to do some meditation and some yoga. And you know, we experienced that at Haven Yoga Studio. So why don't we show that segment while we're continuing up our path?
All right, very good.
Well, you know what? Since this is a wellness episode, what wellness episode would be lacking if we didn't have something on yoga? So we're going to see how the second halfers live their life the fullest with some good yoga and meditation. We're here with Tricia Mooney and Amy. And Amy's an instructor here at Haven Studio. And Tricia, I've known for a little while, quite frankly, and I just had to get her story. So let's start with you first, Tricia. Tell us about your backstory and just what you've gotten out of this experience as far as teaching people the beautiful art of yoga.
Thank you, Tom, and it's always good to see you. I had my own personal heartbreak, and the brokenness felt like a shattering and a scattering of my story. And out of the scatter came rage and bitterness and anger and doubt and shame and just all of these emotions that spilled out. And you know, when you look around nature, there's male and female right here, and young and old, and day and night, and sun and Colorado snow. And I thought there's got to be an opposite to all that I'm feeling. And how do you source that? How do you go back and find what is inherently given to you at your birthright? the joy and the love and the compassion that exists inside all of us at all times. So yoga became part of the journey, just simple witness of, if there's an inhale, there has to be an exhale. And if there's an extension, then there can be a fold. So if I can have anger within me, I also must have joy. And finding that nice balance where one doesn't rob the other.
Well, and that's what I found with yoga. You know, I work out, and that's part of our segment as far as this episode. But, you know, when you work out and you're done, you're like, When I'm done with a yoga session, I'm like, woo! I'm invigorated. I'm empowered. And do you feel the same thing, Amy?
I feel so much peace, and the kind of peace that empowers me to do anything that I need to do. I feel so much more integrated, calm, but energized for sure.
And that's the beauty of yoga, more so than just a standard workout, as far as what I've found, and I think what we're trying to convey here is that it's not only working your body, but it's working your spirit as well.
Yes.
Now, some people might go, oh, that's a little airy-fairy, but it works. It's so calming. It's if you want a distraction from the chaos of the world, attend a yoga class.
Well, I started practicing 20 years ago, and it's just become a part of my life. Kept me flexible and helps with stress, and it's a great community to be a part of.
The big thing that I think about yoga is that when I don't do it, I can really tell. I can really feel the difference. And so if I've missed it for a while, I'm pretty excited to get back and fix whatever got out of whack when I wasn't doing yoga.
As you get older, you lose flexibility and range of motion and balance, I'm not jerking around my old joints, and it works really well for me for keeping me healthy and active.
So if people want to participate or just check out Haven, how would they go about getting in contact with you to find out when your classes are? How would they go about contacting you or reaching out to you?
Yes, our website, of course, thehavenstudio.com is the most comprehensive. It has contact information, schedule information. You can learn a little bit about each of our instructors on the website.
My small business is called Joy Yoga International, same name at .com, and you can reach out to me that way and send a contact form through, and there's updates there as well.
I want to thank both of you for allowing me the honor of showing this beautiful, I'm going to say art form, but that's, to me it is.
We agree.
But and also getting to know you a little better. So thank you so much for that honor.
It's such an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
All right.
Namaste.
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 I don't know about this, Tom. Starting to get some pins and needles in my legs. You think acupuncture would help that?
Well, speaking of pins and needles, why don't we go check it out?
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. Well, to carry on with our wellness theme, I have a friend that's an acupuncturist, and today Lori's going to get stuck like a pin cushion today. So,
well, let's find out what Lori is?
Yeah, come on, it'll be fun. Let's try it. Mr. Larson.
Hi, Dick
This is
Larson.
Lori Shard.
Hi.
Lori.
Tom Rasmussen.
Nice to meet you, Tom.
So we just informed Lori that she is going to be have some needles in her today.
For her first time, as I understand.
First time.
Lovely. Okay.
So before we get into that, can you give us some background on your history with what you do and all the wonderful benefits that it brings to health and wellness?
My background is I've been doing this since I got out of high school.
Wow.
So I have been doing this well over 40 years. I'm fascinated by bodies and health, and I tend much more towards the natural health rather than the more pharmaceutical side of trying to deal with things that go on with bodies. What we're going to do today, the acupuncture has been around for about 4,000 years, and so it was started in Asia. It's really been their only form of medicine since that time. Wow. So they had to have a way to treat everything that we think of today. This disease, this problem, an ache here, my digestion's off, I'm having this problem sleeping, whatever it is, acupuncture has been able to actually address that from the viewpoint of acupuncture, not a way that we don't look at the body in the same way that Western medicine does. So it's a way for us to actually help the body in a much less invasive way than what they do in Western medicine. Not that, there's lots of times Western medicine is a great thing. On the other hand, there's lots of times it kind of gets in its own way. We'll say it that way.
And that's the thing we're constantly trying to promote on our show is living life to the fullest is also living healthy so you can maximize whatever you have left in the years that you have to go. So we thought this would be a wonderful way to expose our audience to the services and the benefits that you provide. So if we're ready, should we get started?
Well, I'm ready.
Come this way. Let me be very clear. My needles don't heal you. Anything I do, it doesn't heal you. Your body heals itself. Mm-hmm. And so all I'm trying to do is get things out of the way so your body can do what it does naturally. So our focus is on really removing those restrictions from your body, taking care of itself. And, if you cut your finger, you don't have to stop and think about, I'm going to gather all the red blood cells and all the white blood cells, and I'm going to have to knit the skin. And your body does that. You don't think about it. So you probably had other things happen to your eyes in the past, and it's always taken care of it. Something is keeping it from doing that at this point. My job is to help your body to do what it does naturally.
Very good. That sounds wonderful.
Fair amount of stress in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Feels like it. We'll see what we can do about that too. Not that I can make the stress go away, but I can help your body be in more balance so that it can deal with that stress easier. To use is a point for the eyes. Traditionally, this point was used originally by pirates because they would put a piece of gold in here for a golden earring because they were out at sea and they had to see a long distance to see other ships or a whale or whatever it is they're looking for. So that's the point on the ear that corresponds to the eyes. You lie here with the needles in. That's kind of redirecting all of the energy in your body, and your body now will kind of absorb that information. It's like if I go over there and I flip the switch, the light goes on, and so I'm flipping switches to sort of redirect things based on the diagnosis I found with your body.
Sometimes people don't understand as we go through life, I'm going to say life beats us down, so to speak.
Sure.
Maybe gets us out of whack. And yet what you do is basically try to get us back structurally, get us back in alignment. Is that the right word?
That's a perfect word.
And so it goes back to what you were talking about earlier with Lori, balance. That's so important. And again, that's one of the themes of living life to the fullest is the more balanced you are, the more health you have, the more well-being you have, the more you can live life to the fullest.
take it easy the rest of the day. Don't push yourself. Give your body a chance to just sort of absorb this. I wouldn't expect an immediate result, which would be lovely if we could have that. But my guess is by tomorrow morning, you should start to see some sort of shift that's going on.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Well, we'd like to thank Dick today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Maureen,
Pleasure working with you.
we're going to be watching you. Dick, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right. You know, second halfers deserve the right to take a break once in a while, don't you think?
That's right. A few extra breaths really come in handy.
And with this break, there's another way to keep in shape too, and that's with natural medicine. So let's go see what a naturopathic doctor can offer us today. What do you say?
Very interesting.
You know, when it comes to wellness, there's other ways to look at how you can heal yourself and keep healthy as well. So we're going to go to Hulsa Naturopathic Medicine, and we're going to meet Dr. Carly, and we're going to find out what those alternatives are. Tell us about what's so different about what you do here at Hulsa versus what everybody else thinks when it comes to medical treatment.
So we do naturopathic medicine here. There's myself and 2 other naturopathic doctors here. And so we really look at finding the underlying cause of disease rather than just treating people's symptoms. So we're looking to do lab tests, we do functional lab tests as well as standard blood work that people would have, and try to really identify what's at the root cause of their symptoms or what's at the root cause of their diagnosis.
We got to be very clear about that, because that's the difference, is it not? Is that what we're used to in medical treatment, or medical doctors, they're treating the symptoms, and you just stated that you treat the cause. That's, wow, what a concept.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Women in their second half of life find their bodies changing. And so they think, well, I need to go to the doctor. But then the doctor prescribes medication, and it just makes them nervous. How can you help women about my age?
So it's normal to see our bodies and our hormones changing as we age. And so for me, that's not necessarily something that's pathological. It's not something that we have to correct per se. We just need to be able to manage your symptoms and go through those changes in a healthy way. So we're always going to be working with people on making sure they're eating the right foods to balance their hormones. And often we can get people on some gentle herbal formulas that are going to take care of their symptoms. And I find that we don't really even need the medications often when we can do the herbs, because their symptoms just go away with the herbs.
So I'm here with Dr. Muti, and she is the owner of this facility. Dr. Muti, tell us a little bit about what you do and who you see.
Yeah. So my specialty is naturopathic oncology, so I work with patients who are going through cancer treatment to reduce the risk of side effects associated with the treatment. There are certain things that can increase the efficacy of conventional treatment, and then I work kind of long-term with patients to optimize wellness and to reduce the risk of recurrence and to support recovery from conventional treatment that's often associated with a cancer diagnosis.
And what I like about what you do is you work with oncologists, and you work together to help a patient get good results and faster.
Yeah. So historically, oncologists have been quite fearful about the use of natural medicine, and I think that that's founded in a lot of areas, but there certainly now is a lot of research to suggest that there is a role for natural therapeutics, and lots of people are using natural therapeutics in a way that's potentially interfering with their treatment. So that's really where I come in, to make sure that people aren't using anything that's going to negate their treatment, to make sure that they're using good quality things that are, that are what they're paying for. I have recently collaborated with Centura Health, and that's Penrose Hospital as well as Parker Adventist up in Parker. And they're really looking to broaden what they can offer and really offer a more integrative model to optimize, the potential of their therapeutics, which is really exciting because that's not happened really in Colorado before, much less in Colorado Springs. So it's a pretty exciting time for oncology, for cancer care here in this city.
We made it to the door!
Did we make it?
Yes!
Oh, I don't think we did.
Oh. This isn't the top?
I don't think it's the top. You know what? I saw a spa on the way in.
A spa? I can
Does
do
that
a
sound
spa.
better than this?
All right.
So before we go to that, let's talk about chiropractic and how that helps making the adjustments and continue to live life to the fullest too. So while we're showing that, we're going to make our way to the spa.
Okay.
Well, we're here today to continue our wellness segment, and this is with a chiropractor, Dr. Large. So we're going to go get adjusted and find out how important chiropractic is to health. What do you say?
I say let's do it.
Let's do it. Dr. Large.
Hello.
Tom Rasmussen.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Lauren Shard.
All right, nice to meet
Thank you
you.
for meeting with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
We're doing a wellness segment, and chiropractic is one of those things I think that most people want to understand of what that's all about, because I think there's a lot of misperceptions out there. So
There are a lot of misperceptions.
I know that you are highly praised as being one of the better ones in Colorado Springs.
Well, nice. Good, thanks. I like where you get your information at
Well, that's the rumor on the street.
Good.
So what is chiropractic?
Well, chiropractic, a lot of people I see, they come to me for headaches and back pain. And, while chiropractic treats headaches and back pain or helps with those, that's really not the main objective. So the main objective of chiropractic care is to remove subluxations in the spine. So take away stress that we're putting on the nervous system so that the whole body functions at a lower stress level and at 100%.
I think that's where a lot of people don't understand the fullness of chiropractic, because they think it's just the line in the spine, but the spine controls everything else because the nervous system. So I think that's important to understand, that not only waiting till, I got a headache or I got a backache, but it's also an ongoing maintenance program, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Chiropractic is not a one-time fix. Usually, I love it if it is, but usually that's not the case. And you're right. The nervous system controls everything in the body. So we're not just looking at relieving back pain. Our job or goal is to remove interference so the entire body functions better. Chiropractic is the largest drug-free profession on the planet.
I like that.
Yeah, right? So that's what we want to keep with. And so to do that, we use an instrument here. And this just taps up the spine and moves the bone, relaxes the muscle. Use a smaller one here.
And get it riveted.
Right, riveted.
Very riveted. People don't question maintaining their car, but yet they question the ability to, why should I maintain my body? Which to me is like, really? You want to slap them a couple times, but it's like, why wouldn't you maintain your body? And this is one of the things I think that is very important to continue to at least keep your nervous system intact, and that, as they say, keep everything turned on.
You're absolutely right. And right now, where we're at, you cannot replace any part of the nervous system.
That's a good point.
So you can go and you can for the car, you can go buy new tires. You can buy a new oil filter. You can buy a new car if you need to.
Right.
But as far as our body goes,
Can't buy a new body.
you can't buy a new body. Now you can have some parts replaced, cut out, but with the nervous system, it's something that you're going to have your entire life, and there are no replacement parts, so you have to care for it. It is paramount that your nervous system works 100% if you want to live a healthy life.
Since this episode is all about health and wellness, let's go eat something healthy.
Definitely before we go to the spa. So let's go to Adams Mountain Cafe and have something really tasty and healthy too.
Okay, very good.
We're here with Farley at Adams Mountain Cafe. Wellness, it's not only what you do with your body, what you put in it. And we've heard such great things about your wonderful food here that we had to come and try it. We just got off the incline, so we're kind of famished right now. So tell us a little bit about the restaurant.
Adams has been in Manitou for this is our 30th year.
What would you recommend to people
Like
who are
us.
working out and want to be healthy?
Well, there's lots of different options. That's one of the things that Adams does specifically is we do cook to order. So you can reduce the fat, you can reduce the cheese, and believe you me, we love cheese and butter here. I mean, don't think that we don't. So you can go either way with it, but if you're looking for ways to modify your diet specific to certain things, maybe you're vegan, maybe you're gluten-free, maybe you're just trying to keep an eye on your sugar or your fat content, you can do all of that right at the menu and by telling your server, because we make everything to order and we make all the recipes, we don't bring in anything packaged, and therefore we're in control of all of that. So that's what makes us special and unique.
Why don't you bring us some of your favorite dishes and we'll try them out.
All right, I'll go get them ordered for you.
Great, thank you so much.
Sure.
What do we have here?
This is our pear pecan salad. It's organic mixed greens with Boulder all natural chicken, fresh organic pears, and goat cheese, as well as our Calvados vinaigrette.
That looks delicious. And this?
This is the rural Italian lasagna, and this recipe has been with the restaurant since 1985. It's vegetarian, layered with fresh baby spinach and 3 cheeses and our spicy house marinara sauce.
And what's before Lori?
And this is the Thai noodle salad. It's udon noodles with curried peanuts, sesame crusted tofu. It has a miso glazed slaw and Burmese vegetables.
It looks delicious. With the noodles. Excellent. Excellent. Delicious.
Yeah, it's great.
So, if you want something healthy and delicious on top, come to Adams Mountain Cafe up here in Manitou Springs, because you're going to be worth the travel and the experience in itself.
I'm so glad we stopped here because I was looking for something healthy. When you want your body to feel better, you exercise and you eat well. And this is absolutely good food here at Adams Mountain Cafe. Let's let's just relax here at the Sun Water Spa here in Manitou Springs.
I'm looking forward to this because after that climb, now we're going to take a soak.
Yes.
Kat, Tom Rasmussen.
Hi, Tom.
Lori Sharp.
Lori, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to Sunwater.
Well, we're very blessed that you allowed us to come and not only find out about what Sunwater is all about, but also having a nice relaxing soak after what we just did with the incline. So tell us about the soaking tubs and what are the benefits?
Okay, I'd love to tell you about those soaking tubs. So these waters were considered by the native people here, the indigenous people, to be the most healing in all of North America. And particularly the waters you're soaking in here were considered to have the most lunar energy, to be the most connected to divine feminine energy. The effects that I've noticed with the water, they're incredible for any sort of pain. When I broke my wrist, it just really was amazing, the difference when I started soaking my wrist. Despite all the other therapies I've done, it didn't really heal until I spent time in the water with it. It's good for your skin, it's good for depression, it's good for your soul. Now you've just hiked, you've just done the incline, so it's good for your muscles and your mentality. Yeah, you've just worked really hard, now you can rest really hard.
Well, relax.
That's good.
And this is a beautiful facility and a large facility. What else do you do here?
We have lots of classes. We have yoga classes, we have meditation classes, we have dance, belly dance, we have Tai Chi.
Nice.
Lots of different retreats and workshops from teachers from all over the world. We have so many workshops here. We had last weekend, we had my Mayan elder teacher here. We're doing Mayan ceremony and teachings. We also have concerts here. We have the Story Project here.
Wow.
We have massage, we have facials, we have water treatments. You can get a Vichy shower treatment. We have mud treatments. We have an indoor pool as well, saltwater pools for water therapies. We have water yoga. We have water massage. We have craniosacral.
Now you've been open for
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
In August, 2 years.
Okay, so 2 years, you've got a lot going on.
We do.
That's excellent.
Well, but we soak, so we can do it because we get to soak.
That's great.
Shall we soak?
Let's do it.
Yay.
Should we take a soak?
So we are up here in the private spa. Tell us a little bit more about where we are and what health benefits we're getting today.
Well, here at Sunwater Spa, we have our private soaking tub available for guests that would like to just be a little more separate from the public soaking tubs. We have 7 other tubs that are public, but today you've chosen to sit in our private tub, and it's great for up to 4 people. So hopefully it's nice and warm in there for you right now, right?
Yes, it is.
That's great.
Feels good.
Well, Tom, we're sitting in a barrel with some hot mineral water and just relaxing after the long climb.
Are we living life large?
We are living life large. We're living life to the fullest.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. And I can't think of a better way to finish this wellness episode than at Sunwater Spa in Manitou Springs, experiencing this wonderful healing power of the mineral water, as well as everything else they have here. So with that, I'm Tom Rasmussen.
I'm Lori Shard.
Until next time, live life to the fullest.
Turn on the jets.
Oh, why did we have this all along? I love this. Oh, yeah.